All right, so let's start by just graphing. Let's just draw a graph. So let's just sketch a simple graph. So this is the x-axis. I'm going to do a little review while we're writing down our graph, while we're drawing our graph. And this is the y-axis. Remember that this is the positive direction for x, and this is the negative direction for x. This is the positive direction for y, and this is the negative direction for y. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot a point 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go down 1. So this point right here is the point 3, comma, negative 1. So remember, our x direction is left to right, our y direction is up or down, depending on whether or not the number is positive or negative, and we're always going to start at the origin, which is 0, 0. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. So this point right here, because I went to the left in the x direction, is negative 3, and because I went down in the negative direction is negative 3. So that point is negative 3, comma, negative 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line between those 2 points. And it crosses right here like so. Okay, and these are our 2 points right here. And so what I need to do is I need to find the slope. So the slope then is the constant rate of change, which is going to be the vertical change, how much we go up or down, vertical change over the horizontal. Now there's a formula for that. First of all, this is going uphill. So when you read the graph left to right like you're reading a book, if it's going uphill, then my slope should be positive. Oops. My slope should be positive. Okay. So that formula is y sub 2 minus y sub, well, let me change this real quick. Let's change the colors. So let's do y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And if you're wondering what I mean by that is all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now what I'm doing is I'm labeling this as x1 and x2. So I could think of this in terms of this is my second x if I read it left to right, although it doesn't really matter. This is my second x. This is my first x. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this as my y, my first y, and this is my second y. I'm just going to plug those numbers in. In other words, my y sub 2 is negative 1. Then my formula calls for a negative sign, so I'm going to put a minus sign here. And then my y sub 2 is minus 3. So remember, you got to put the negative sign in with the formula. Okay? All of that is going to go over my x sub 2. My x sub 2 is 3 minus my x sub 1, which is negative 3. Okay? So now at this point, I'm just going to do some quick math. I'm going to add these all up. I'm going to say this is a plus, and this is a plus. So 3 minus 1 equals 2, and then 3 plus 2 equals 6. Divide the top and bottom by 2, and I get 1/3. Now notice that it's a positive number, so my slope is positive 1 over 3.